Isupk.
Shalom Israel. This is the Isupk on the 1 West 125th Street, Hall, New York, on the Commander Junior Honor. We've been established since 1969. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian. If you're looking for answers, this is the only place you can get it. You can't go to the Christian church. You can't go to that mosque. They have no answers for you. They're too busy teaching you how to smoke weed, how to do dope, smoke coke. They don't have no answers for the molestation that you're going through, the prostitution that you're going through. You being treated like you're a cockroach, like you don't matter. When the scriptures describes these sisters as rare rubies, these men are like gold, fine gold. How do you get to that point? A piece of dirt in the ground. I'm gonna tell you why. White supremacy has destroyed us, man. They got us thinking that we're our own enemy. They teach us to hate our own brother. Where do you think Crips and Violent Crips and Bloods came from? That gang warfare. That came from white supremacy, man. Don't let them confuse you. They will go to war with themselves. They will kill themselves. And then how do they get us? They train us on how to hate each other, man. What's the biggest thing they do? Give me 1 Corinthians 6 and 1 Timothy 6 and 19. One of the main things they do is they use the rich against the poor. You got a man like Steve Harvey making fun of our people because of the water that's coming out their faucet, man. Like they had something to do with that. When you look at MLK, he taught us that we're supposed to give up our resources, give up our community, look to another nation as if they're better than us. So what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to go to the Christian church that teach you to break every law in the Bible, but as long as you pay your tithes, you good? Is that what the scriptures describe? When you come to the Isupk, we'll teach you the truth of this Bible, man. We'll teach black men to be masculine men, not effeminate men. Not men that give their power to their woman. Look, black man, you need to stand up in your house and own your house. Your woman shouldn't tell you what to do with your paycheck. You know where you get that from? You get that from them rednecks out in the country, man. They make millions of dollars, then they look to their woman to pay the bills. They don't care. Then they look at our sisters to have sex. When heathens can understand how beautiful our sisters are and we don't. That's a shame. Think about that for a minute. They look at our sisters like, I gotta get with this. I gotta do anything I can. A heathen will go as far as to raping our sisters, man. That's how evil they are. Now the main thing that they teach is that we should be divided by the rich and the poor. A lot of us have just came from Atlanta, right? One major thing that MLK did that still is lasting in Atlanta, Atlanta's one of the only places where you can see a black man in a Maserati. He's rolling in a Maserati. And in that same token, you can see a black woman some money so she can get some dope. How does that happen? How does that happen, man? There's been a divide made. Thank you, ML movement. Let me tell you something. The civil rights movement is one of the worst things that ever happened to our people. You know why? Because it taught us to give everything we got to a people that hate us, man. Think about that. The reason why we're looking at our people right now and we wonder why we're so destroyed is because someone taught us that we are our own enemy. That why do blacks kill blacks? Let me ask you something. Why do whites kill whites? You kill where you at. Here's the thing. In Chicago right now has a law where they don't sell any guns in Chicago. Am I wrong, Cap? They don't sell any guns in Chicago. Here's the question. Where are these brothers that's in these gangs getting the guns? Have you heard about the crates that get dropped off in the hood and they just got guns in them? What you think some kids gonna do to get bullied? Well, all through their family, it's nothing but gang banging and gang violence. And their life is threatened every day. How are they supposed to survive? When you got white supremacy dropping gun boxes in their neighborhoods, what you think they gonna do? They 12, 13, some 10 years old. Only thing they gonna do is learn how to survive. Because what do they learn from the Christian church?
It's Caucasian.
The Christian church teaches you how to be a homosexual. The Christian church teaches you how to be a pedophile. The one thing the Christian church will never teach you is how to love your brother and sister, man. And that's the truth. Now let's get this scripture real quick.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 19. Laying up in selecting verse 17. Charge them that are rich.
Say that again, brother.
Charge them.
This scripture is saying, charge them that are rich. Do you know what that means? Why should you close your mouth when T.D. Jakes says that homosexuality is evolving? Why should you close your mouth when Creflo Dollar says, give me more money so I can get a check that costs millions of dollars so I can teach this lie all across the earth, all across the earth? Why should you close your mouth when your preacher is rolling in a Rolls Royce and you can't pay your bills? But then they tell you to shut the hell up in the Christian church and to have your wife making a good meal for the pastor when she can't make a meal for you, black man. You know what I'm talking about. You can't get a good meal from your woman, but she'll make a meal for that pastor, won't she? That pimp nigga. Now, what is the problem right here? Why is that happening? Because the Christian church, which is owned by white supremacy, you can trace it all the way back to the Roman Catholicism, that has taught you that Christ looks like, do we have that mark of the beast sign out here? That Caesar born Jewish sign? The Christian church teaches you that this is Christ. This image is nowhere in the Bible. This fake ass Patrick Swayze looking ass dude, this is not Christ. This is Christ right here. Can I slam this sign, Bubba Casson? Can I slam this? This sign right here, this is an imposter. Now this is going to make a lot of Christians mad. Christ is a black man from the tribe of Judah. He is your king. This is not Christ, man. Every time you see that image, you should step on it. You should clean your boots and your shoes off of that sign. That's not Christ. That lie right there have killed millions of us. Thank you, KKK. The KKK claim to be Baptists, don't they? They say Christ look like that. And if you don't roll with the play, what do they do to us? You ever heard about the, what's it called? The fruit from the trees. It's a song about that a long time ago. Strange fruit from the trees, the water Joe. What do you think that strange fruit was, man? Let me break it down to you if you didn't know what that strange fruit was. That strange fruit was your blacks and your Hispanics hanging from those trees. All because we did not fit the bill of what white supremacy want us to be. They wanted us to just shut up, let us rape you, let us take all your resources. let us have you identify us as we are your God. What do you think that is? Why do you think in a Christian church when you close your eyes and you pray, you see that image? Christianity is white supremacy. That's what it is. That's why you're going to worship a white God. When your God is a nigger God, man. That's who your God is. You got to face it, black man. Your God is a nigger God. Where do you think you get that fire, that zeal from? When you a child, you playing with little sticks as guns and swords. You a natural warrior. What are these Edomites? What is white supremacy kids? How do they act when they young? They sticking things in their anus. They smacking each other in the butt. We don't play like that. That's right. We natural born warriors. They natural born homosexuals, man. And MLK taught us to be like them. All because he wanted to swim in their swimming pools. Because he wanted to eat their hamburgers. We make the best hamburgers. We have the best food. We have the best women. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian, stop touching them dogs. That's all they are. If you want a dog, go get a Chihuahua or something. That's right. Me, myself, I like pit bulls. I'm going to give me a pit. I got one. Leave them damn dogs alone, man. Let's keep reading.
God of a God. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 17. Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy.
Most High Christ. And since the church did close, how often you been paying them tithes to the church? How often you been doing that? Because remember when the corona hit, the church closed on you, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian. They didn't want to see you. But a cash app or some kind of website where you can send your tithes. The UPK under Commander Junior Hunter, we never closed. That's right. We had our doors open the same way the doors is open right here today in Chicago, man. We have a school right here. What's the address I want? 938 East 79th Street is where you can get taught the truth of the Bible. That's the only safe haven for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The corona can do one thing for you. It should have opened your eyes up to who is real and who is not. The church is not real. They gave up on you except for your money. The UPK, we stayed open, we grew, we kept growing, and you can see the righteous fruit that came from the UPK. You mean Baruch 3 and 8, man. We gonna be done. You got a question, bro?
I just have one statement to make before I go. It's that one reason why they have so much control is that the white man made people of color better Christians than he ever meant to be.
Get that brother here, man. He said the white man made us better Christians. You know why? One thing white supremacy have done ever since the days of Egypt, white supremacy understood that we make the best slaves. We make the best slaves. What? Look, we were not Africans, man.
Say it again.
The white man really knew what he was doing when he had the Africans hunt for us and bring us over here. He knew what he was doing. Just like we were Hebrew slaves that built up Egypt, he used those same slaves in this day and time to build up America, which is Babylon.